Hey y'all, welcome back to the party. You ask and ye shall receive, because it's the season of giving. Season of giving. You all have been flooding my hockey videos with the code suggestion, so we're going to react to it. This is the code, the unwritten rules of fighting and retribution in ice hockey.
You are now tuned into BrittReacts.
You know the drill. If it's been on TV, it has sometimes copyright issues, so it's altered. Get over it. Thank you so much.
Nin explains the code.
Nin?
The sport
Nin.
of ice hockey is the only sport on the planet that tolerates fighting and retribution, even though their rules prohibit doing so. Referees will penalize players for breaking the rules, but sometimes the players take matters into their own hands. There are unwritten rules that govern how players should behave that you won't find in any rulebook. And there are even specific players on hockey teams whose sole job it is to police the game accordingly.
Those are the enforcers. Is that what he's going to say? Am I learning hockey? He's going to say those are the enforcers. Are you ready?
Enforcers, otherwise known as goons, tough guys, fighters,
goons.
or cops. The NHL,
So these are the unofficial, unspoken, agreed upon rules in the league that the league doesn't talk about, but the players and the coaching staff know about. Got it. Got it. That's easy. I understand that.
International Ice Hockey Federation will always officially decline to comment about any code. This is because they don't want to officially admit that their sport that they govern isn't completely under their control. The players police the game as much as the referees do, and sometimes they police it a little too much. Rule number 2, if you do something bad, expect to pay the price. Let's say that you spitefully whack your opponent with a stick, and for some reason, the referees and linesmen completely missed it. No penalty is called against you, and you seemingly get away with it. I guarantee that the other team saw it, and they'll be gunning for you to avenge your crimes. There is now a giant bullseye on your back, with members of the opposing team looking to return.
Oh, that looks like partner ice skating in the Olympics. Like, you know, when they like swim around. Oh! Listen, okay, my question, I guess, is do the refs miss a lot of this like foul play? This kind of reminds me if I had to equate it to like basketball. Angel Reese in college, I don't think she does it so much in the WNBA because she's like the most hated player. But in college, she used to play really dirty, but it was like really, really slick, cheap shots she used to make. And like you'd have to watch it back in super slow motion to see it. But like she was dirty like that. And so, but I feel like referees in basketball and other sports, for the most part, like catch stuff. But if hockey, the team has to have their own enforcers, what are the referees doing, looking for, looking at? Like, I just like, y'all just letting stuff slide, or they don't like they don't see it? Like, why are we paying them? Anyone help me understand.
The favor, one way or another. And if you manage to avoid punishment until the end of the game, just wait until you play them again. I guarantee they won't have forgotten. Your crime is not transient, and they won't stop headhunting you until you have paid the price. Rule number 3, you do not target stars. The best players on most teams are the star players that score goals and assists.
Okay.
There is an unwritten gentleman's agreement that stipulates that if you don't hit our star players, we won't hit yours. Let the stars score the goals and let everyone else do their respective jobs.
Okay,
Should
I like
you
that
unfairly
rule.
target a star player, expect swift retribution as per rule number 2.
Oh, they're just squaring up in the middle of the ice.
Ignore rule 3 if that star breaks rule 2. Sidney Crosby, a generational player that can score goals at will and will one day be enshrined into the Hockey Hall of Fame. A talent so immense that he doesn't need to dive, take cheap shots, or hit anybody when they're down. But he does it anyway. This is totally unacceptable. Once you're a star player that resorts to these tactics, rule number 3 no longer applies, and you'll have a bullseye on your back just like everyone else. Rule number 5.
That seems fair.
Sucker punches. There is a proper decorum to challenge someone to a fight. However, sucker punching someone, i.e.
I feel like we've watched quite a few sucker punches, but like maybe I have the definition of a sucker punch wrong. Hey Siri, what is a sucker punch? Hey Siri. What is a sucker punch?
A sucker punch, also known as a cheap shot, coward punch, one-punch attack, or can hit, is a punch thrown at the recipient unprovoked and without warning, allowing no time for preparation or defense on their end.
Yeah,
I'm
no, thanks Siri. I'm pretty sure we've seen a ton of those in my 4 hockey reactions, but who am I?
Punching them when they're down or not looking is an unacceptable way of doing so. This is cowardly, and blindsiding someone like this will result in the opposing team taking note. Expect swift retribution as per rule number 2. Lots of it.
As per rule
number 6. Pick on someone your own size or bigger.
Really?
Unless they instigate it, it is not acceptable to pick on someone
You
who is
gotta size
significantly
each other
smaller than
up?
you, especially if they're skilled players that do not fight. The rule is
This is
simple.
too much.
Pick on someone the same size or bigger. Constantly picking on a smaller opponent will result in someone significantly bigger coming after you.
Okay.
Rule number 7. Verbally or physically agree. To challenge someone to a fight, it's important to stand square onto your opponent. Gesture with the
But why? This is what's confusing me about the code is that he's almost implying that you have to square up. Squaring up meaning like make eye contact, y'all do this little dance, and then you fight. But I've seen so many fights where like guys are just straight up going at each other, like, or one will go at the other, and then they obviously there's a fight of self-defense. But like, it doesn't feel like it's like make eye contact, square up, dance, and fight. Like I don't feel like I've seen a ton of that.
hands, the helmet, or start shaking off your gloves. Dropping the stick is a clear indication that you want to throw
it just
down.
happens so fast.
It's fair to bait them physically or verbally, but if you're wearing a cage or full visor, it's proper etiquette to remove that prior to fighting your opponent.
This
Fighting
is
with a half visor
wild.
may be morally acceptable in some, but not all, leagues. Rule number 8.
I have another question.
Don't back.
I have another question, and this one is a little like dark, but it's a serious question. So like, I think football, American football, the NFL in particular, you hear a lot of like domestic violence stories from these men who, you know, I don't know, they have misplaced aggression, whatever. Is there some of that in hockey with these men, or is it good that they take it out on the ice because then they don't go home and take it out on a wife who then needs ice? You know what I'm saying? Like, is it better that we just let them fight it out? I don't know. I'm just wondering because these men, like, to want to fight another human being, you have to be really angry and to like respectfully contain your anger enough to grab each other, look at each other, remove each other's helmets, and then fight is also, it feels, I don't know. I just wonder. And I know that's like a little bit morbid, but like it's an intrusive thought. And so please answer it. Like, is there several known cases of hockey players that are DV suspects? Thanks.
Down. When challenged to a fight, especially if you have been guilty of a crime committed on the ice, it is seen as cowardly if you do not accept the challenge. Backing down is not
Oh!
You will not receive any brownie
I feel
points
like he
from
was
your
being the
teammates
bigger person.
and expect some form of retribution sometime
He doesn't
during
look like
the
he
game.
can fight, though.
Legal or
He
not.
does not look like he can fight.
Rule number 9. You do not turtle. Once you have engaged in a fight, it is not acceptable to turtle, i.e. curl up in a ball to avoid punches. This is seen as cowardly. You have accepted the challenge to fight.
This is a lot.
And fight, you must.
This is a lot.
Rule number 10. It is acceptable to premeditate fights. It is deemed courteous to politely ask a player if he wants to fight.
You want to fight?
Exhibit A, Georges Larac.
You want to? Okay.
You want to?
Square up? Yeah, good luck, man.
This is the gentlemanly
luck,
way of
man.
instigating a fight, and
Wait,
a fine example
what?
of good code etiquette.
But why?
If a premeditated challenge is accepted, the gloves must come off and helmet visors removed before you fight. Respected enforcers will actually remove their helmets completely and roll up their sleeves. This is to protect their opponent's hands as well as their own. This is the ultimate mark of respect. Rule number 11. You do not punch someone lying down. Once the fight has reached the ground, and one or both combatants have hit the ice, you must stop immediately. They are in a defenseless position. It is dishonorable to hit someone when they're down.
Who's
especially
remembering
if
all of
they
this
defend
when you're
themselves.
pissed off and want to
The
knock
punishment
someone's
and
teeth out?
retaliation for breaking this rule is severe. Rule number 12. You do not fight goalies unless you are a goalie or they instigate it. Goalies, like stars, have a job to do, and it doesn't involve fighting. Unless they challenge you and it's obvious that they're doing so, leave them well alone. That said, it is acceptable for both.
Who was it that commented and was like, nothing's funnier than seeing a goalie go from like one side of the ring all the way to the other for a fight? The image of that is highly hilarious. Hilarious. Okay.
Goalies to fight each other, even if no incident has happened between them. Rule number 13. Brawling is fair game. It is perfectly acceptable to retaliate to multiple infractions made by both sides. If every player steps in at once, it's fair game to challenge someone completely unrelated
Look at
to
the one guy
original
just
altercation
standing there.
and fight with them.
It's just like, I'll wait.
This
Don't
is
worry.
to prevent the opposing player from applying damage to your teammates and to temporarily eliminate them from the game by getting them and yourself sent to the penalty box. Rule number 14. Be wary of
14?
pests.
We
A
got to
pest
14?
is a
That
player
bad?
whose sole job it is to antagonize and annoy you and your teammates in order to draw penalties.
So when we're recruiting, right? When a coach is recruiting a player, are we recruiting enforcers and pests? Are we recruiting on that scale of like how well they can enforce and pest? Is it on the job application? I mean, it's unspoken, but it seems as if every team has these things or people, these roles.
They will resort to anything from verbal abuse to underhand tactics to licking your face.
Licking
They will most
your
likely challenge
what?
you to a fight and then proceed to run away, leave your face. Anything from verbal abuse to underhand tactics to licking your face. They will most likely challenge you to a fight and then proceed to run away, leaving you with an instigator penalty.
Licking
Be cautious
your
when you
face?
challenge them to a fight, because that's exactly what they want you to do. Rule number 15.
Oh.
The golden rule. You stand up for your teammates, whether it's your job or not. Whether you're an enforcer or not, if you are on the ice and foul play happens, you are expected to stand up for your teammates, regardless of size, weight, or star power.
No, but wait a minute. I thought you said you can't fight someone that's not, and I thought you said you can't fight the stars. And wait a minute. So 15 wipes out all the other ones. This is a lot. This is a lot to remember in the heat of the moment. I mean, y'all, come on, be for real.
These players will stand up for you, through thick and through thin, and it is seen as cowardly to not return the favor.
Brutal.
Teammates will notice if you don't have their back, so be wary because one day it might be you.
How
that
will they
needs the help.
notice? They're fighting. How will
The
they
most
notice?
interesting thing is that
Who's
the
gonna
code
know?
is open to interpretation. No two players have the exact same interpretation of the code. But in general, these are the rules that ice hockey players live and die by.
He started
But
humping him a
in
little
general,
bit.
these are the rules that ice hockey players live and die by,
There's a little hip
even if they're not
thrust.
written down. When regular rules aren't enforced properly, the code dictates how justice is served. In conclusion, there are some amazingly talented players in the sport of ice hockey.
Oh, everybody
And there
stood
are
up.
people whose job it is to protect them. These men and women have given up being stars themselves, taken lower paychecks. These men and women, and there are people whose job it is to protect them. These men and women have given up
There are women referees? Noted.
being stars
I like
themselves, taken lower
Is that
paychecks,
right?
significantly shortened their own careers, and risked their lives and future health,
Who are we
all
talking
to
about?
protect their teammates
The
when the rules of
enforcers
the
can be
game
women?
fail to do so.
There are women
These
in the
honorable
NHL?
warriors who will fight with honor and within the unwritten rules of the game. They deserve our absolute respect because they are the enforcers of the code.
Those bullets.
Guys, thank you very much for watching this video.
Oh.
I'm this close.
Hey, Nin, thanks for that one. All right. I don't know what y'all wanted from me. I hope I delivered. I'm left a bit confused and just wondering some things. So talk to me in the comments. I enjoy talking to you guys in the hockey comments. You guys are funny. And yeah. Onward and upward. Let me know what you want to see next in the world of hockey. Go and have the day you deserve. Bye.